Oops, I'm sorry, guys. It's been a week since I made a video. I've been a little bit busy gaming. I've been playing Hades 2 early access, as you saw by the thumbnail and the title. Anyway, I'm in rehab, doing a lot of perk. That way I could lock back in and do some more magic and stop, put the controller down, you know what I'm saying? So, Hades 2 deck, parentheses, early access, parentheses. It's not quite done like the game, but it's the early access version. Anyway, our commander is Derevi, Imperial Tactician, green, white, blue, bird wizard, flying. When it enters the battlefield or a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, tap, untap, target permanent, whatever you want. It's a 2/3. And then for 4, you can put it onto the battlefield from the command zone. So it's basically you just keep running it down mid lane. You can just kill your commander as many times as you want. It's always going to be 4 mana. Just put him back out there, which is really strong. You get to. It's really only 3 mana because you can untap one of the lands if you really wanted to be that guy. Anyway, I got no friends, just like this kid's got no money in his pocket. I thought that was a good image. Well, I have 30 hours in the game. I'm not kidding. 30 hours. That's my Steam screenshot. Anyway, I have no friends like this kid with no money in his pockets. So you should run Hakori, Dust Drinker, where lands don't untap during their controller's untap step. And at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player untaps a land he or she controls. So they only get 1 land per turn, which is really fun. And only you get to play because you have an untapper on your board. You get a bunch of ways to untap stuff. Hades is a single player game. Let's not forget that. Our opponents are just there as eye candy. You know what I'm saying? We got Winter Orb, the sequel. It does the same thing, but it's an artifact, and I think it's a little bit cheaper and cooler. And then we got Delenny, Streetwise Lookout, 2 and a white for a human scout, 2/2. If an ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Bird Guy is, in fact, a 2/3. So we get to untap 2 things anytime he enters the battlefield or does something with his shenanigans. And he can't be blocked. All that easy. It's pretty cool. It's a Chronos type beat, you know, like doing some time manipulation, whatever. What makes this Hades 2? Well, we got Witch Mommy, Hilda of the Icy Crown, where since we could tap down creatures and opponent controls if we want, we can pay 1, make an elemental, scry, put counters on our stuff. It's pretty good. Then we've got Rune of the Hidden Realm. I'm not even going to try and figure out a lore explanation for this guy, but he has this cool little exile thing where you can exile target creature, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next unstep. Bounce, I always say, is just like dying really fast and coming back, which is the entire gameplay loop of Hades. You just die really fast and you come back. I swear they made this game way harder than they did the last one. Anyway, enough of foreplay. The weapons, like in the game, it's a bit of a spoiler if you don't want to know the weapons, but I don't care. I'm going to tell you all about them. We got the staff, best weapon. Then we got the skull, kind of cool. Then we got the axe, pretty cool. Then we got the kunais, kind of cool. And then we got the candelabra, absolutely dog shit game. Dog shit weapon. Really bad. They need to buff it. It sucks ass. Anyway, Staff of Completion. Really good, just like the staff in the game. You can, it's a big scary stick. It looks pretty cool. It looks very Hadesy kind of vibe. Anyway, you can do a whole bunch of things, whatever you want. You can proliferate, draw, add mana, whatever. And instead of paying that hefty 5 mana to untap it, you can just use your commander and untap it anytime you kind of want, which is pretty cool. Easy untaps, like I was saying. Then we got Skull Catapult. I'll be honest, did I just Google Skull Magic the Gathering card and see what happened? Yes, I did. But look at this. He looks like me getting pegged. Anyway, sacrifice a creature, does a bunch of stuff. Look at that. Read it. It's really cool. We can throw our commander out as much as we want for only 5 mana. 4 mana to bring him back, and then 1 mana to sacrifice him to this. And for 2 damage, that is really good. That is a really good combo. Then we got Bloodforged Battle Axe. 1 mana. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of Bloodforged Battle Axe. So that's do damage, then do more damage, and then do more damage. Does that sound familiar? That's right. It is the compulsion loop. And by that I mean the gamer flowchart, where you get better, you do more stuff, and then you get rewarded and you get dopamine. Pretty cool. Wikipedia is whack. Why would they call it the compulsion loop? Anyway, Umazawa's Jite is the little kunai thing from the game. You get equip, charges and stuff like that. You can do a bunch of little shenanigans with it. It does something and then it gets better the more you do something, which is just like in Hades 2, where it gets better the more you do it. Then we got Fire Shriek here, which is the candelabra from the game. It looks kind of like the thing, which is pretty good. And it gives a double strike, which is pretty good because now you get to untap a bunch of stuff. It makes me shriek, winky face, in a bad way. Winky's C face. It sucks. The candelabra sucks. This makes up for it because it's pretty good. All right. Then it's time for a little bit of spice. Just a little spice in the deck. We got Trouble in Pairs. If an opponent would begin an extra turn, that player skips that turn instead. Why do we have that on the deck? Because no cheeky time stuff, Mr. Kronos. Sorry, spoilers. You clicked on the video. Then we got Angel of Indemnity. 6 mana, flying lifelink, whatever. When it enters the battlefield, return target permanent card with mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. You know what I call that? A death-defied type beat. And you can encore it, so you get like 3 of them for 8 going at your opponents if you have that many, which is really good and a good kind of vibe and a good way to end it. I want to go back to playing the game, so this is the end of the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribe, subscribe. If you've been playing Hades 2, let me know how you're liking it. What kind of builds are you guys working with? And yeah, I'm going to go grind out some more and see if I can beat the surface level. Oh, that's a spoiler. Who cares? You guys got made it to the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.